featherweight champion. As a professional, he's a two-times world title challenger and former WBO Intercontinental Featherweight Champion. He boxes out of Belfast, Northern Ireland. Introducing Mick Conlan. Referee Bob Williams with his final instructions to both boxers.
Okay, gentlemen, obey my commands. In the event of a knockdown, the fighter standing will go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there. Protect yourself at all times, touch glove.
Final words for Michael Conlan from Grant Smith in that corner.
For the first round.
We know how good he was. Now we find out how good he is. 461 days on, one of the great talents has a final go, a journey he hopes ends in the world title that has proved so elusive so far, Barry Jones.
It's amazing when you heard his accolades as amateur, even as a professional, being the MC calling him out. It's just ludicrous, the stuff that he's won. To say he's underachieved with all that he has achieved just shows how talented he really has been.
So many people's guilty pleasure as well, their favourite fighter. And I told a good friend of mine that he was on the bill tonight. He straight away said, "What time? I'm watching." And he's sitting now on his sofa watching Conlan, as so many are.
Oh, good start here from Conlan, very sharp with the counters there, blocking and countering with the left hook and the right hand over the top. That's a lovely feint there before he throw. Just see those little subtle skills that you don't see from a lot of fighters. Conlan does it so smooth, so easy.
They're down 4 times in his last 5 fights. We've seen the shocking stoppages, the classic against Lee Wood, that extraordinary fight when he had Wood down in round 1. Had the knockdown happened earlier in the round, who knows, but it's a sport of who knows. Just ask George Groves, who's with us. Something similar happened to him, of course, but he eventually got over the line for a world title. That's what Conlan wants to do. And a good, smooth start, as you'd expect from him. Switching to that southpaw stance, he does it so effortlessly.
Yeah, I didn't think he needed to do it, though, to be honest. You've got to be careful sometimes, switching for no reason. Good pressure here, though, from Conlan.
Left to the body there, and then flashy combination from Asad Khan.
Yeah, Khan just took the sting out with his elbow there, Khan. He's under pressure here, not being able to fire back here, Khan.
Cry from a few in the crowd for Conlan just to take his time and not rush his work here, but I think he feels he wants to make a statement. He feels there are big fights down the line this year.
But he just got to be careful, swinging the shot, squaring his feet up from time to time. I know there's nothing coming back from Khan, but you know, make a mistake and you get caught square-footed, you could be in trouble.
Khan has knocked 5 of his previous opponents out, but of course has never been with anyone the quality of Conlan.
I think Conlan should switch back to orthodox. I think his balance is a bit better from the other stance for me.
Closing seconds of the opening round here. Good start from Conlan. Calming words in that corner from Grant Smith. See Dalton there with a cap on. Tight
Second
team.
out, round 2.
So second round of the comeback. Michael Conlan said, heard him beforehand, didn't we? But he doesn't want to regret it in 10 years. He said it is definitively the last roll of the dice. Lose, he has said himself, and he is finished. He didn't want to wonder what might have been.
And it's a funny sport. It's quite often all the rewards come at the end of your career when you're not at your quickest, as sharp as your very best. It was a good start. It was a good start to the round in the first round, but it got a little bit untidiness at the end, and I just never switching to southpaw for me. I think in this stance he's need to.
Right on cue, he switched again.
Good body shot there from Conlan.
He's landed that left hook to the body 5 or 6 times already. Under that right elbow of Asad Khan. He's trying to pick up the pace of it here, Conlan.
But he needs Khan to throw that jab so he can fire off it. I think in the other stance he can fire, he can block and counter there. But from a southpaw stance, Khan's too tentative to let that left hand go.
Khan there jabbing to the body. Jason Cunningham said when he boxed Conlan, his best punch is that southpaw jab. Just didn't see it coming. There it is. And then the left to the body again.
There's another little step back there, one from Conlan before he let that body shot go. That's the shot. A looping left hand.
It's a lovely rhythm, isn't there, to Conlan's work? There always has been. Yeah. World amateur champion in Qatar in 2015. We know the Olympic stories with him. Lost to Ravisi Ramirez, and then, of course, the famous robbery.
Okay, he's getting that looping left hand. We said that's going to be the shot for Conlan. If he can just catch Khan coming forward with that shot, little lean back and then throw it, I think he might, over the front foot, I think he might have him in trouble. Took a right hand there off Khan, did Conlan.
Of course, tonight is meant to be all about shaking off the rust. We won't necessarily learn too much. We will, of course, if Conlan's in trouble. It's meant to be one of those outings for him to just get himself going again, to see how he feels. Potentially a couple of big nights to come this year if things go well. That's always a big if in this sport. So far, so good for Michael Conlan. Asad Khan has thrown 3 more punches at him and landed 1 more.
Out, round 3.
Conlan landed 1 more to the head to this point, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, that doesn't equate to what I'm seeing the fight. To be fair, this like Conlan's busier, more accurate with the work, and certainly more purchase in all the shots that he lands with. He's catching Conlan now and again as he comes in. You got to be careful of that, but for most of all, I think it's Conlan dictating everything here. Just needs to keep that concentration here, Conlan. Just noticing in that last round, just the concentration dipping in and out at times.
Could all change, of course, in one single moment. Conlan knows that better than anybody. Khan just pouring away with that right hand.
But he's an instinctive counter-puncher, Conlan. You know he's coming forward, but you've got to keep that concentration as well. Just be aware of what's coming at you. Not just to counter, but to evade as well.
Swing there from Khan, but Conlan, orthodox, much more effective there. Lovely bit of movement.
Yeah, this is, I think, oh, nice. Just took a jab there, Conlan off Khan, but...
Jab to head and body there from Khan. He's having little moments of success,
yeah.
Nothing that's bothering Conlan, but one or two things that might worry him. Combination there from Conlan. Back Khan into that corner.
You just got, when Khan throws that jab, the jab's not the fastest one, Khan. So if Conlan can slip on the inside of it and throw that right hand over the top as the left hand's out, then he hits the target clean. Might put Khan in a little bit of trouble. Oh, good shot.
Now he tries to apply the pressure. That was a good shot. And then he just missed with a big left hook there, Conlan.
Got to be careful there, Conlan, just setting his feet like that, a little bit square-footed. You've got to roll into that shot. Keep his head moving when he's throwing it.
Khan doesn't possess immense power, but he is landing here.
See, the front foot's where he wants it, Conlan. He's not letting his hands go here.
Conlan in the third round, that
10 seconds.
slicing right to the body.
Yeah, but what Khan's showing is a good durability here, and that's
Second
going to
round,
just force
round 4.
Conlan just to make some mistakes. So Conlan's got to keep that, like I said, a concentration and that discipline, but still try and be forceful and active and push Khan back.
Don't forget what a main event we have tonight here on Channel 5. Harlem Eubank against Tyrone McKenna. One of those fights you just can't see it being a bad fight. McKenna is going to come to fight. He's going to put Eubank under pressure. And that is all to come after we've watched Michael Conlan and Asad Khan in action here.
Oh, lovely jab there from Conlan from the hip. Hard to read.
Right hand again, though, from Khan. Is Conlan just a little bit flat here, Barry, for
Yeah,
you?
it's weird because he's boxing well. He's not doing really anything wrong. It just feels like there's something lacking. I can't really put my finger on it. Because at times he's really sharp. I just think his concentration's like dipping in and out at times, that's all. I mean, he's winning the fight and winning it clearly, I think. Khan's been trying to be competitive, but everything good. All the quality's coming from Michael Conlan.
Tonight has never been about the fight, really. It's been about how he looks and going forward and what might be down the line, and that's what will be interesting.
Do you know what, Dave? I think it's about how he feels and how he looks. And, you know, for him, does he feel sharp? Is his ring rust, or does he just not see things as quick as he used to? And he'll know that. In a fight like this where it's not massively competitive, he'll know that.
We're still just over halfway through round 4 of his comeback after over 450 days out, so we'll still put it down to ring rust and see what happens in the second half of this fight, if there is a second half. Right hand there from Conlan, and again a right cross, then right to the body. Just cranking up the pressure a bit there.
Oh, good. Didn't, he got blocked that shot, but a lovely movement there from Conlan. The dip with the shoulder to throw that left hook is how you should throw a body shot always. It's better just stepping in with that jab there and keeping that front foot there, just to push through with the right hand there, Conlan. It's good from Khan here, just trying to force the pace a little bit when Conlan's looking for that little rest. Good shot.
Yeah, he's come here with ambition. Asad Khan, impressively. bout number 27 for him, the 7th country in which he's boxed, been all over the world.
So it takes a good body shot, because he got caught with a lovely shot there with his elbow up. Really absorbed it well.
Better from Michael Conlan in the 4th round.
Yeah, being a little more forceful, that's that body shots. They're lovely. There's the dip of the shoulder, the technique is absolutely beautiful there for Conlan, showing that he still has that class.
So we move into the second half of the fight here. Michael Conlan certainly has won the opening 4 rounds, but just a few flat spots. And for the time being, as we said, we'll put down to ring rust, and he knows better than anyone, and we'll hear from him afterwards, of course. Just get a sense of things from him. Face Louis Lin from South London for the WBC International Featherweight belt in Dubai in November 2022. Khan, well beaten over 10. Lin super fit, ferocious certainly, but of course nowhere near this quality.
That's good for Conlan there. One to the body, then one to the head. Little gap in between as well to give Khan time to think. Good response there from Khan though, wasn't it? A jab to the body there and trying to let the hands go.
Khan is varying the level of that jab pretty well. Excellent though from Conlan.
That's 0 to 60, that is, with that combination. Doing nothing and all of a sudden, bam.
Just set it all up with those quicksilver feet.
See, the thing about switching, it's a beautiful thing to be able to do it, but I think you lose the continuity of your work sometimes with that. That's a lovely jab. Step in and out with it. That's really, really good.
When Conlan starts to hit any kind of rhythm, no matter who the opponent, what the circumstance, it's just beautiful to watch.
It's a lovely jab. Jabbing like that when you're moving backwards is very, very difficult to do. Conlan does it so easy. Just so clever.
The way he just manoeuvred into position and then made Khan miss with that uppercut of his own.
But dipping the legs gave him a different view of the angle of the target, so he could pick his shot. When he made that move, he didn't know he was going for that left uppercut. He just decided on the fly.
Trying to measure Khan with that southpaw jab, and again changing the levels, trying to slash with that body shot. Mushtaba Kamal and Rami Kamal doing the work there on
Corners, 10
Asad
seconds.
Khan. See the damage on the face.
Second out, round 6.
Boxed in China and Thailand and the UAE and Indonesia and India and the Philippines, and now feeling the quality of Michael Conlan here in Brighton.
He's done okay, hasn't he, Khan? He's not winning any rounds. He's fighting back when the pressure, making Conlan think at times as well. And there's some good shots of his own.
Conlan too good and too quick. Khan is very, very game. And you can see how he's boxed with success at a certain level. Compiled a record of 19-5-1. Of course, it all depends on the opposition, but no shame in that.
No, he takes a good shot as well, doesn't he? I think that's this has given him plenty of success to absorb a shot and fire back.
Little pockets of success for him, but plenty more for Conlan.
It's going to be a bit sharper with the movement there, Conlan. If he's going to slip inside, if you're going to stay there, you've got to roll out. You can't just slide out.
Felt that. Khan, that left hook from Conlan. Smartly to the body. That left hook to the body has been a real weapon for Conlan here.
Oh, heads clashing there. You've got to get a different angle here, Con. I think that's what, if anything's going to really start to affect Khan, it's going to be that shot he doesn't see. So take a feint, pivot, throw again.
And a right hook from Conlan. Khan just slightly off balance. And then that spearing jab. Again, Barry's point that just looks more threatening out of this orthodox stance. And there's a left hook again. He's just maybe cranking it up a bit here, Conlan.
Yeah, there's a left uppercut there for Conlan to throw as well if he wants it. Oh, good shot.
Beats into the jab again.
He's boxing well here, Conlan. Really good round for him. Some quality work, and it's been nice and neat and tidy with all of it.
It's interesting as well, Barry. He was just a little bit flat the opening 3 rounds, just a little bit. He certainly picked it up.
But could he stayed in the one stance for the whole round? The continuity, the rhythm in his work has been better.
What a night for Tyrone McKenna, this proud man of West Belfast. A big chance late in his career against Harlem Eubank. He says he's coming for a war. Stay tuned for that. Penultimate round. Michael Conlan here has won the previous 6 against Asad Khan. And he's felt his way into it. He's just improved. He's shaken off a little bit of the rust. And question now is, can he apply enough pressure to get a finish?
Yeah, I think he can apply the pressure. I feel like Khan's shown so far how tough he is. So I'm not sure whether he can get that finish. But the important thing is, I think he's worked into the fight a bit more, Conlan. His last round was his best round by far for me. Good work again there from Conlan.
Talking about a big fight in May for Conlan, potentially. Only he will know how he feels. Left hook there from Conlan.
But competitive rounds is what you when you've been up for a while. Competitive rounds are what you need, rather than just, you know, otherwise it's just another sparring session, isn't it, that you're getting paid for. So it makes you faster. You get your eye back in, reactions, just feeling shots on your gloves, and even taking a shot now and again. It just brings you back into reality. So it's not a bad thing.
He is one of the great boxing stories, Michael Conlan. Not just the drama of his career, but the beginning of his life, involved in drugs and drinking and vandalism at a young age. And his great line is that boxing saved him from being a West Belfast statistic. Amazing what this sport can do, amazing the people that it saves, amazing the chances that it gives.
Good head movement there from Conlan. Not then, but the first time round.
Looked for an angle there that wasn't there and almost smiled to himself, Conlan. And then angle certainly was there.
But that's better though, because he came in low then, rather than stand up, he slid forward, so he sort of swooped back up. That allowed him to throw a combination, rather than just stand up a little bit too tall.
He came here wanting the rounds, Conlan, and he's getting them. Just toying now with Khan. It's been a tough night's work for him. He always knew it was going to be Asad Khan.
Second count for the 8th and final round.
This Brighton centre is packed, waiting for Eubank against McKenna, but a bonus when you get a chance to see Conlan box anyone.
Again, it's just for not making any mistakes here now for Conlan. You know, you want to try and finish the fight impressively if you can, but don't make any silly mistakes. Keep that concentration levels as high as you can. Stay orthodox, I would say, and just let the punches flow then when they can. You can make the guy miss, make him pay.
Great attitude here from Khan. Trying to make something happen on the front foot. He knows that it's unlikely.
And this should suit Conlan as well here. Should be able to take a little step back and throw that right hand over the jab there of Khan when he throws it out.
Straight right to the body from Conlan. He's not quite gone through the repertoire here, but he's shown that he still possesses that extraordinary quality. Superb jab, yeah, from Conlan. It rocked back the head of Khan. And then a left hook from Conlan.
Look at Khan, always looking to fire back, isn't he? Good work. Again, there's not a lot of weight on the shots, but he lets his hands go and he believes in himself.
He's a well-chosen opponent, isn't he, Khan, for what Conlan needed. Conlan made to miss that time.
Good shot, good body shot.
Right to the body and then right to the head, and then Khan responds and says, come on. He's enjoying his moment in the limelight here against Conlan,
Yeah,
calling him forward.
It's a sign he felt it though. Conlan now got to start going for the gears here. Be smart but be busy.
Step back.
Final minute of the final round. Can Conlan produce something dramatic? He doesn't need it. Looks like he's going to finish in that southpaw stance here, Conlan. There will have been rust. Looks like he's shaken off plenty of it. He got better as the fight went on. Khan, a super game opponent. But Conlan back with a win. A slow start, but that was to be expected. And, well, whatever lies in wait for Michael Conlan for the rest of this year, he'll know. He'll know better than anyone whether he's ready for it.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be... I mean, it was a decent little performance in the end from Conlan. I don't think he'll be overpleased, because I think the quality that he's been at. For me, round 6 was good for him. Round 7 was pretty good as well. They were his best rounds for me. And then this round, then he just wanted to skate home, injury-free, no risk. I understand that. So overall, he gets the win, he gets the rounds under his belt, and more importantly, he's back.
Exactly, he is back. We, of course, will have the formality of Bob Williams' scorecards. But Conlan getting 8 good rounds in. Khan was super game and deserves great credit. He's earned the right to wear that gold robe, just about. But it's going to be a 6th defeat for him, announced in a moment's time by Paul Booth. And as for Project Conlan, well, where does it go next? Maybe big fights down the line, much to be discussed. Of course, we will hear from Michael Conlan afterwards. But firstly, we have to get them to the centre of the ring and get the results official. Paul is ready, I think, and Bob Williams now will call them to the centre of the ring. Just wait for Asad Khan to get the gloves off, for them to get ready. Still wait for them to come in here with Bob Williams, Khan and Conlan. It's taking a while, isn't it? But Paul is ready. Bob Williams now is getting on with it. So Khan needs to come to the centre of the ring, and then we can hear from Paul Booth. Glove is finally off, and let's get to Paul.
Boxing fans, after 8 rounds of super featherweight action, we go to the scorecard. Scoring referee Bob Williams has the bout at 78 to 74 in favour of the winner from Belfast, Northern Ireland, Michael